The courtroom was tense, suffocating, as if the air itself had been charged with anticipation. Cameras clicked, pens scratched furiously, and whispers floated like nervous ghosts among the spectators. At the center of it all stood John Kennedy, not the president, but a man whose moral compass had guided countless lives, now facing the most formidable legal challenge of his career. Across from him, the famous lawyer, Maxwell Hargrove, polished his glasses with a precision that belied his sharp tongue and legendary courtroom presence. This was not just a case, it was a battle of wills, intellects, and reputations. From the moment Kennedy stepped into the courtroom, the weight of expectation pressed on his shoulders. He wasn't a man easily intimidated, yet Hargrove's reputation preceded him, unbeaten in over 2 decades, feared for his relentless strategy and piercing cross-examinations. The rumor mill had been churning for months. If Kennedy lost, his career, his reputation, even his sense of self, could unravel in a single verdict. Yet, beneath the surface, there was a quiet determination in Kennedy's eyes, a calm flame that refused to be extinguished. The case itself was complex, a matter of ethics and corporate accountability. A small community had suffered due to the negligence of a large corporation, and Kennedy, acting as their advocate, had dared to hold power accountable. Hargrove had been hired to defend the corporation, his every word calculated to discredit, intimidate, and dismantle Kennedy's argument. The first day of the trial felt almost ceremonial, a dance of rhetoric and strategy. Hargrove's voice was silk over steel, cutting into witnesses' testimonies with surgical precision. Kennedy, in contrast, relied on his conviction, his empathy, and an unshakable belief in truth. But as the days passed, the courtroom transformed. What had started as a duel of legal minds became a battle for something deeper: justice, morality, and the soul of the people Kennedy represented. He listened more than he spoke, letting the human stories unfold in testimony after testimony: a father who had lost everything, a mother whose child's future was stolen by corporate negligence. Each story struck like a hammer, and Kennedy carried them all in his arguments. Hargrove tried to counter with logic and precedent, but Kennedy had something far more potent: authenticity. The turning point came on a sweltering afternoon. The courtroom was packed, the air heavy with anticipation. Kennedy rose to make his final statement. His voice, calm yet unwavering, resonated through the chamber. This is not just about law. It is about conscience. It is about the responsibility we carry to each other, to our neighbors, to the generations that will come after us. Justice is not a privilege of the powerful, it is a right of the people. Even Hargrove paused, a flicker of doubt crossing his usually impassive face. Kennedy's words were not a performance, they were a plea, and UNF.